Good morning. I'd like to share my screen and show you my treehouse school in Brooklyn. So this is the photograph from the Union Street Bridge to the south of our site of the Gowanus Canal in Brooklyn. And while we were working on the team project, my contribution was to talk about the hydrology and the vegetation. And I found my information in a Gowanus Canal Conservancy report that showed the greening of the Gowanus Canal as a transition for the city of Brooklyn. And they proposed green, pedestrian-friendly, pollutant cleaning objectives, design objectives that were made as concepts for the beautification and the cleanup of the site. So the my precedent studies were Vancouver, Victoria, Canada, with a group called Pat Cow Architects. Very, very fine architecture where I picked up this appreciation of the nature they were revealing. Also, the Escala Art School in Barcelona, Spain, with Carme Pino as the architect. It was very inspiring. So the attempt of this school is to stop and assess sustainability, but surround the children with the experience, with the questions of what is different now? How can we be more effective? So in that light, I put the trees in as an environmental solution to the permitting process of polluted soils through as a project manager. One would be aware of the strategy. So the strategy for cleaning the soils is to use the phytoremediation. I always wanted the project to be as high as possible off the ground. I think this was because I was really seeing the fun in running up the stairs, which was about health issues for small children, because the physical body and exercising is really important, as well as the exercising of the mind. So there's those two approaches. Anyway, this is the site plan with the landscape areas surrounding the site. This is the podium level with the cantilevered beams shown dotted, which allows the exterior columns to be removed from the site. You can see the rainwater cisterns for the gray water and the rainwater cisterns. And you can see in the mezzanine plan, which is the next plan, see a catwalk to allow for maintenance. It'll show itself in the sections and the elevation, actually. So this is the first floor with the conservatory, and you'll see in the sections how it works. And the second floor has a bridge that goes along through this. And of course, on the roof, there are the 6 skylights that allow the light to come in. This is the roof level with the sedum living roof, and then a planting area. And you can see that this roof will be required to drop to allow the transition when you walk from the library to the playfield, so that you don't see any kind of change in vertical elevation. Oops. So the program really didn't change. I was able to keep the building a little undersized, and that gave me the flexibility to increase the podium and the library if I wanted to, and it turned out to be the case. This is the section A, which tells the most about the conservatory and how it's built. This is the elevation. I wanted to color these things so that the stairs would have a dominant color, glowing. I write about it in my submittal so that you can see it's something I was hoping for, but I never got there. Oh, I got there, but I just didn't get to the color part. This is the conservatory, section C. This is a major sections. This is a section perspective that I didn't quite get to. These are the structural, this is the structural concept, and these are the cores that are going through the structure. I chose to do this because I wasn't sure of how to deal with the ratings on the exit stairs with the rest of the building, but that was my strategy. This is the buildup of it, and you can see how the forces are working with the cantilever to take them down so that we can eliminate the need for the columns. This is the passive systems, basically with the windmills and the solar panels, the trees and the louvers for the fresh ventilation. All of this is part of the major design. And the passive active systems are that we're going to have radiant flooring and ventilation with water. No fossil fuels will be used. And the ventilation is capable of being anywhere perpendicular to the casework. You'll see that the casework allows for the ducting to transmit and act as a vehicle to place anywhere in the school from below the mezzanine. From the mezzanine level, one can access the school through ductwork. This is the corridor elevation. This is the sun pattern study with winter solstice morning right here and afternoon sun. And the bottom is the summer solstice, morning sun, afternoon sun. This is a section perspective that I never got a chance to complete. These are the 4 exterior elevations of the project. This is an interior perspective, just showing the effect of the height. And this is the last photograph of my submittal. And thank you very much.